Hey everyone. So let's talk about Ascension. What is it? It's happening right now, and what do you need to know about it? So Ascension has been forecasted for a long time. This period of time that we're in now, also known as the Age of Aquarius. It's the golden age of humanity. Basically, Ascension is when there are a large proportion of human beings on planet Earth who are waking up and remembering who they really are as a spirit living in a body, remembering that you're powerful, and seeing through the illusion that so many of us have been trapped in for so long. So, when there is such a huge global awakening happening and so many people are waking up at the same time, it causes a massive shift across the planet. And not only do we have ascension of human beings happening right now, but we have ascension as well of planet Earth. So the planet itself is also ascending. That means it's raising its frequency. So hi to everyone who's seeing this live, and hey to anyone on the replay as well. Hey Megan. So basically, when I say raising your frequency, I mean that your energetic signature, which I've spoken about in previous videos, right? We all have an energetic signature, what it feels like to be you, right? That frequency of you, that energy is raising up to a higher frequency. So, being here on this planet in a human body in this human lifetime is three-dimensional, right? Time and space. So we have a human body that is made of three-dimensional matter, and we're living in a three-dimensional world, and it's quite dense and heavy compared to our true nature of being a light body, which is not matter, right? It's pure energy, and so it's a higher frequency. And as we start to remember who we are, and we do things where we start to spend more time as our true nature, spend more time as our high frequency selves, dropping into meditation or doing other things that raise your frequency, you're moving from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. So rather than having your baseline state be this physical body, right? This is who you think you are, and all that you think that there really is like this car and this world and what I see and experience with my human senses, that's the third dimension. But as you start to tune into who you really are, right, we do those, hey everyone, we do those energy attunements, right? My other videos, you've done those energy attunements with me where we raise your frequency, we tune into who you are as a light being, which feels totally different than what it feels like to be in your body. And you spend more time in that space of who you are as a light being, and that is who you are as a fifth dimensional being, right? A being that doesn't have a physical body. It's who you were before you were born and who you will return to after your body passes away. And so there is a global shift happening right now called Ascension, where people all around the world are waking up and remembering who they really are as a light being, and that what is happening in the physical world is not all that there is. There's so much more happening beyond our human senses. And the pandemic itself was a catalyst for so many people to wake up. A lot of us woke up as a result of going through some type of deep suffering, dark night of the soul. If that's happened to you, you know it. You know what I'm talking about. Some people wake up through joy. I think it's a small percentage, but it is possible. And then a lot of people woke up as a result of the pandemic. The lockdown was huge, right? You're at home. You can't go to work. You can't see your friends. You can't distract yourself with what you normally do, whether that be, I don't know, like I love shopping as like a great distraction, like, or whatever, like seeing friends, some people like drinking alcohol. All distractions are removed and everybody has to stay home and go inward and start to ask themselves, well, actually, who am I? Like, who am I within? Who am I without all the labels? If I'm not my job, I'm not a family member, I'm not a friend, like, who am I really? And it caused so many people around the world to wake up. It's so exciting. Like, I talk to people all around the world all the time, and I love hearing people's stories about waking up. And a lot of people tell me it happened during the lockdown. So that has spurred this ascension that was always forecasted to happen now. in so many different spiritual texts, with astrology. Like there's all these planets. I'm not an astrologist at all, but there are a ton of planets that are lined up this year that in history have been during the breakdown of major institutions and the crumbling of different civilizations. Like we are at the crux of a really, really, really important time in history. And hey everyone, thanks for the hearts. Hey Katie. Hey Ariel. Hey everyone. So really now where we're at, there we go. My phone's getting hot. Yes, Jenny. Awesome. You woke up during the pandemic and went through Dark Night of the Soul. Like, I'm sorry that sucks, but at the same time, it's awesome and exciting. And I would love to talk to you more about that in the DMs. So, what's really important right now is we're all at this choice point. We're all at this choice point because we're literally splitting. Some of the global population is choosing to follow Ascension and to continue on this path of waking up and continue going to the fifth dimension and continue to identify with who you are as a spirit being, what you came here to do, who you really are, what's real and what isn't, right? A bunch of us are splitting that way. And then a whole whack of other people are choosing to stay with what they know, which is okay. Like there's no right or wrong in this whole like spirit world, this wide angle lens view of everything. There's no right or wrong. That's a human construct, but there's a choice and there's a splitting happening. And some groups are calling it the Great Divide. So just as some of us are going down this path of waking up and wanting to shake up institutions and change up healthcare and change up the education system and see equality for everyone and freedom for everyone. Getting paused again. Oh man. Why does this keep turning me off? Ah! Anyways, there's a splitting going that way, and then there's a splitting going the three-dimensional route where people want everything to stay the way that it was, which is fine if that's what you want, but you want to stay under heavy control, heavy fear, working within a system, obviously inequality across the board, and some people are choosing that because it's the familiar. And perhaps they don't know that there is this whole other option, this whole other choice going on. So we are at this point right now, you guys, where it's this split, this choice point between, are you going to be choosing the path of 5D, ascension, awakening, creating new earth, breaking down institutions so that it's something that happens for the people, like people are free, people remember who they are, you work with the quantum field, you are the spirit being living in a body that came here for a purpose, right? Like that's a choice. And the other choice is to keep things as they are and they were, and to live in fear and uncertainty and reliant on a system. So everyone has a choice to make. And again, the more we cannot judge each other for our choices, the better this is going to be. At the end of the day, we are all still one. Even though these bodies give us the illusion that we are separate, right? The moment you're born into this lifetime, we go into the idea that we're separate. We go into the illusion that we're separate because our bodies make it look like we are separate. They are, physical bodies obviously are separate, but our spirits, our energy is not. We are all connected. And so it's important to respect each other's choices. I think I'm going to end this because my phone's getting all hot and bothered for some reason, and I'm getting hot and bothered because I'm all fired up about this. So I will do another video about this. I would love to hear everybody's comments below. I love reading everyone talking about their dark nights of the soul. I'd love to hear your stories. Drop them in the comments below. I'll do more videos about this. It's really important. But before I go, I want you all to know we're at that choice point. We're at that divide right now. You get to choose. Unfortunately, you have to choose, but you get to choose what side of the track you're going to follow as we all go through this ascension together. So, and if you have comments, let me know. I'm happy to elaborate on this more, answer your questions, go into this deeper. If it sounds kind of Greek to you, please let me know your questions. And yeah, I look forward to sharing more with you soon. And so I'm going to go before my phone explodes. Have a good day. I'll talk with you all soon. Bye.